definitely one of the most stable neutral stages.
Yep, definitely all defense stances there except for Diakou.
Especially in the first match, where it's a lot of information gathering if you haven't played against the team before.
Oh, and here we go. Dobrein on that Brawlhalla, Diakou on the Hattori fighting against Sandstorm and Ethan. Okay, all weapons are on all players here, and they're already kind of putting some focus onto the 1-1 on Ethan. Dobrein
great rotation.
And there's those active frames that we talked about, that neutralizer from Sandstorm, sending Dobrein back onto the stage, saving his opponent from those pressure. Diakou barely hit here in a nair, trying to go for 2 nairs on the Sandstorm, putting a lot of damage onto him. And those Diakou and Dobrein moving in sync to be able to go onto the other side of Ethan and Sandstorm. That gravity cancel down stick, that's what I'm talking about. He tries to jump, put it in the position, fall with the down stick on the sword or the axe to be able to put a lot more damage to his opponents. Diakou accidentally neutral sticking his teammate there, but a lot of damage already put on the Sandstorm here in the game number 1. Good separation by the red team.
Oh my gosh, sending Dobrein up into the sky. Ethan looking to close it out.
Oh,
but Dobrein just punching him out of the way. Diakou with the confirm. Is that going to be it? No.
Sandstorm goes low, but it gets interrupted on his own ground point. Ethan can't make it back to the stage. Dobrein forces off that dodge. Diakou trying to go for the side air, but the side air from Sandstorm connecting, enabling that chase dodge. Diakou gets that side light, sends Sandstorm flying to that side light into side air. Blue team takes a solid stock lead here for both of their players.
All right, Sandstorm, splitting Dobrein and Diakou, saving Ethan from some team combos.
Dobrein putting up that side light, trying to get something started off here. Brawlhalla very squishy, the sides and connecting, as I say, that D-light into Diakou. Getting hit by that recovery from Sandstorm. They even things up very quickly, and very little damage was taken by both Ethan and Sandstorm as well, as we get the stocks even across the board.
Still in a healthy position, fighting off the 2 separate 1v1s. You do not want to fight Sandstorm there.
Okay, active frames puts Diakou off the side of the stage, and Ethan and Sandstorm are very careful. Yes, the scythe with its active frames can choose the direction that they want to throw their opponents. Those strings in the air so potent. And now the neutral light tries to go in for that neutral light to catch him. Ethan and Diakou clashing. Sends Dobrein into Daikou's combo. Neutral light connecting, and Dobrein has to recover back to the side of the stage. Sandstorm and Ethan are definitely having Dobrein and Diakou on the ropes as they're able to edge guard here. And he gravity cancels side sticks back to the stage. No punish though. Neutral light comes out, and Ethan returning his own side stick. And all players are being knocked left and right. Jumping side air forces Sandstorm to stop his pressure on the Dobrein, and Dobrein picks up a sword. Ethan are barely damaged out here, but Dobrein could be killed by so much here. Even a sword neutral light would be able to do it. Instead, gets sent into the stage for even more damage onto him, and that sends him flying. Will Diakou go down as well?
There goes down Diakou, the exact opposite corner. 2-stock lead for Sandstorm and Ethan. They are deep in the red, so Dobrein and Diakou only need 1 solid hit to knock out either one of them.
Sandstorm maybe needs a little bit more, but yes, definitely for Ethan Nader's case. And neutral light stopping Diakou, and then double D-light Sair going off on stage. Dobrein trying to support his teammate, but Ethan Nader, the damage was already done. Sandstorm is now living on a second stock here. Diakou put into the orange from white from a single spear string, and they're trying to get this finisher off on the Ethan Nader, but that falling nair covers so much. Downers as well. The weapon toss connects with Ethan, but that's not going to do too much damage. Sandstorm loses that second stock. Ethan loses his as well. Stock team across the board, but Dobrein with the low defense on Brawlhalla already in the deep red.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be the primary target here as Ethan arms up with the sword, smacks him over to Sandstorm. He's looking for the ground pound. Dobrein, danger off the side.
Finds that nair to be able to get back and uses that ground pound almost as a repositioning tool. Diakou with a good recovery, but Sandstorm and Ethan are feeling very comfortable here as that recovery puts Diakou even further into kill percent. Dobrein has to be careful about that wall slip indicator. Dive kick into neutral air, but gets pulled aside by Sandstorm. Ethan here given some room to breathe. Going to deny that weapon from Dobrein as Dobrein just tries to get back on the stage. Good side air into recovery. Sandstorm being put dangerously close to the red. Blue team's doing such a great job avoiding getting hit here. Side stick not punished by Dobrein. That very quick side signature move coming out from Brawlhalla. Okay, Diakou sent flying to his death. Dobrein sent off to the side. Sandstorm wants to finish Diakou off. Diakou can't find the nair. The ground pound doesn't connect either. He's trying to go for that chase, dodge, or chase jump, pivot, ground pound. Diakou drops the side air from the D-light, but Dobrein's fighting Ethan Nader off the side. Diakou doing such a great job against Sandstorm. If he's able to get this KO into Sandstorm, he can do it, but the recovery coming out from Ethan Nader
alone
takes Dobrein out, and Diakou heavily damaged alone, sent towards Ethan Nader, but the team combo not working out, just barely dodged all the way to that recovery, and that will...
No, he's still alive off the edge. Look at Sandstorm dipping low, getting the side air, taking game 1.
And an excellent finish there coming out from Sandstorm. Damage being done across the board evenly by Ethan and Sandstorm, showing that they're both carrying their weight, and that scythe just barely pulling it out, but a very close game 1 coming between these two teams. NA versus EU. NA takes a little bit of the lead, and Sandstorm is looking just as good as he did in the ones.
All right, so I've got to mention Dobrein and Diakou. If you watch them, whenever they both get tagged by one of the moves from Sandstorm or Ethan, they choose separate dodge directions. You have to imagine they've kind of built that memory between their team, or they're making the comms calls. All right, I go high, you go low. But Sandstorm and Ethan, they're always there guarding one of them to confirm for extra damage on at least one of their targets.
And it's important to highlight that because we'll see Heck, in the previous match, sometimes there'd be a situation where Starlight would get a D-Light recovery on both players, and that's because he read the same dodge direction. And being able to separate that, sure, if somebody gets hit by the read, you'll be able to have your teammate to be able to follow up and punish or get the return stock if they're able to agree on the ways that they're going to be fleeing from any neutral exchange they might lose.
All right, map bans coming out. No legend changes.
No legend changes indeed. This is kind of what they've been sticking with the exception of Ethan switching over to the Mirage. Blackguard keep, Great Hall, Miami don't know, and they looks like they want nothing to do with Mammoth Fortress after that game 1.
All right, so Great Hall, there's a lot of platforms. If you are fighting on that top one, it makes it so much easier to get knocked off vertically, and you see that a lot from Hattori's. When they have that spear, that neutral signature, KOs off the top exceedingly
even with
well.
Sword with D-Light recovery.
Oh yeah.
It makes it so much easier to do that. But Dobrein and Diakou find themselves on the side of the stage. Ethan winning out here. Dobrein still unarmed. Tries to go for that weapon, but he's just getting knocked away. Okay, Diakou with a double D-Light side air. Gets into the Sandstorm, but Sandstorm finds 2 nairs. Has Diakou off the stage. Carries him off the bottom. Ground pound finishes it. Diakou is done. That ground pound does not allow him to touch the side of the stage, and that stock has lost another 30 seconds. They're now turning over to Dobrein. Recoveries left and right. 2 recoveries connect with Dobrein. 1 from the gauntlets, 1 from the spear. Dobrein trying to find these downers, but Daikou's trying to get his own return kill. The weapon toss does it, and Diakou says, "You can't get me without gimping you back." And now Ethonator gets hit by that ground pound. Diakou is furious. Double kill coming out from Diakou here. He's like, "I do not lose that stock that early without being able to show you what I can do back." And now blue team, what was looking at a horrible deficit, is now in the lead. Nice neutral from Diakou, and Diakou has turned things up here in game number 2.
It's really his confirms and his plays off stage that turned this one around. Dobrein finally losing his first stock, but building that lead
on the stage.
Okay, manages to get back. Diakou smartly resetting back to the left-hand side, but Sandstorm is there just waiting.
And Diakou managed to get the recovery. I think Sandstorm may have thought that Diakou didn't have his recovery, but he managed to get it back. Hit Sandstorm on the way back as well. Dobrein been kind of getting knocked around this match. He's being put into the orange here on the second stock, even though Diakou has done the brunt of the damage. Sandstorm sends Dobrein off again, and Diakou is just trying his hardest to be able to get in. Is he looking for another downlight? No, he just jumps around. Okay, there's the downlight that he was fishing for, but Sandstorm was able to punish for it. Ethan trying to keep Dobrein on the side. A nice neutral and a side air combo coming out from Dobrein and Diakou. Tries to go for that downlight, maybe to go for another ground pound kill. Dobrein holding onto the sword. He's trying to be able to do something against Diakou. Oh, sent so far. That Jala defense is so low. He dodges past Ethonator. Okay, Diakou is now on to the top side of the stage, and things have calmed down a little bit. But that down sig sends him flying. Active input on that down sig, being able to choose the direction that he wants to send him in the spike diagonally, sends him to his death. And now Dobrein is on his last stock here, as Diakou is yet to find any more of those explosive conversions that he got in the first stock.
I mean, he's going to have to. Ethan, Sandstorm, they are both very damaged. Can they get the confirm on Sandstorm? No, back safely on the stage. Ethan really going for the KO. Sandstorm, how is he still alive?
Weapon toss came out, but he dodged in place, and Dobrein didn't go for the ground pound to be able to get the finisher. Ethan gets sent flying high. Diakou ground pounds into Diakou. Okay, Dobrein was looking to hit Ethan, puts out the gravity cancel down, but Diakou doesn't finish his ground pound descent and ends up getting KO'd by his teammate there. And Sandstorm taking advantage of that finds another down sig on Dobrein. Dobrein accidentally finding that Sarah onto Diakou, and Diakou is on his last stock here. He needs to be able to get this finisher onto Ethan, onto Sandstorm, onto somebody, because this great opening that they had is looking like it's going to be a loss. As Ethan gets the ground pound off stage. Okay, beautiful. Recovery connects, side air into Sandstorm, gets sent flying, even though he gets knocked in a dominating status into the double KO. Diakou has gotten every single stock so far in this game number 2 off of his opponents.
All right, and it's going to be his job to protect Dobrein. That low defense really showing up. Dobrein deep in the red, hanging out, doing that back end support role. Oh no, Diakou, that's going to be it off the side. Dobrein alone. Sandstorm, Ethan, so healthy.
D-Light Sarah, he misses that Sarah dodge out of the way by Dobrein, but Dobrein has taken so much damage, and Ethan is yet to be touched. Ethan looking for these down airs, maybe going for a weapon toss, but that side sig was a little risky, I will say. He spent his dodge to be able to get back onto the stage. There's a little bit of ending lag, and if it didn't connect with either of them, then they could choose one of many moves to be able to finish that off. Dobrein recognizing the deficit that he was at, but an impressive turnaround from Diakou, what was looking like almost an auto win for Ethan and Sandstorm to make it that much closer. But Dobrein did very little there on the Jawa, and I would almost expect to see. I'm wondering if he's going to stick to it, because they're now on their tournament set. This is a 2-0 lead for the Scythe duo, and if he continues to get knocked around like that, and Diakou can't be as clutch as he was in game number 2, it's going to look really rough for them in game 3, and it might be an EU team being knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, you see Ethan Sandstorm just looking so calm, so collected. They've got to be feeling good. I mean, you're up in the set. You've got so much time left to try out different things, find what's going to work to just secure the victory. Dobrein and Diakou, a little bit on the hot seat.
but that's why we got best of 5. So we were seeing some adjustments there, and Diakou really turning it up. And Twilight Grove is going to be our game number 3 here. Even more shenanigans with that floating island on the right side.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you're going to see a lot of work done from Sandstorm. He wants that site. He can get a lot of solo combos bouncing off of that wall, but it also does limit the area of play that you have for dodging away from team combos.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely one of the smaller 2v2 maps as far as 2v2 maps go. Sandstorm trying to get Dobrein into that. Ooh, he combos it into Ethan's recovery, and already we're seeing Dobrein taking so much damage here. And this is a huge deal because he is on that 4 defense legend. Dobrein trying to get back on with Brawlhalla. Nice neutralite, and he does the double chase dodge. He tries it again, tries to go for another side air, but that side signature just finishes him. He goes flying to his death, and already the red team takes a solid lead. Diakou trying to fight Ethan off the side of the stage, but getting knocked around. Sandstorm already focusing on Dobrein, even though Diakou is still on his first stock. But there's the combo into Ethan. Dobrein tries to finish it off the recovery a little bit too slow, but the side air into the island.
Sandstorm going for the save,
with the
rips
support.
Diakou out of there. Can he do it again? Ethan going back to the outside of the island. Diakou just waiting. Beautiful confirm, all that extra damage. Diakou going deep into the red.
And Sandstorm with the finisher takes Dobrein out, and he is on his last stock while all of his opponents still have 3, but Diakou is looking close to being able to go down. He does not have the jumps. Red team has yet to lose a stock, and they are just beating on the Dobrein. The black hole combo starts. A clash with the ground pound. Dobrein trying to get that finisher on the Ethanator, but it just doesn't work out, and Dobrein was set into white to orange real quick while Diakou was busy spending his time respawning, and the D-Light Sarah kills Ethanator but puts Dobrein even further in the orange. That's not what he wants here because he can't share this last stock.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to call that worth. Getting that extra damage on Dobrein.
Yeah, Ethan might be like, yeah,
sure.
I'll get hit by that. Why not? I still have 2 stocks to work with. Sandstorm getting hit by that neutral signature. Still not KO'd here on his first stock. Diakou trying to find something here, but it's looking bad for the EU duo as Diakou is trying to find something on the Ethanator. Dobrein finally gets that KO on Sandstorm. Stock 1 taken away. Here's the black hole combo, but he misses the down lane and accidentally connects with Diakou as they try to go for a finisher. Sandstorm sends Dobrein flying to his death down sig upwards. Input on that active input is able to take him out, and now Diakou is fighting off stage.
Can he get the double?
This could be the one
He's got them both off stage.
Sandstorm falls to his death. Ethanator could be taken out. Diakou only needs to find 1 signature here. Goes for that sidelight, has him off stage. Right, Diakou, that clutch factor dominating, coming in, showing that maybe he can do it all on his own.
He actually evened up the stocks. It is 2 stocks to 1, but you can't afford those team combos. Absolutely beautiful. Sandstorm confirming off of Ethan in fantastic
And after
fashion.
that, Daikou's got to be going like, wow, this is going to be really hard because if they're able to get that conversion on a 1v2, Daikou's got to be waiting for weapons. The active input sending him towards Ethan. Ethan barely misses out on that downlight, but you know that they're not going to let that happen again. Dive kick comes out, Diakou trying to get whatever moves he can, but that neutral light puts him in such long hit lag. When it connects, Ethan's able to get over with a nice punish. Diakou waiting on the side of the island, just waiting for one weapon spot to work in his favor, but they're all on center stage. He finds the spear, but that sidelight's not the move that he's looking for, and Ethan's just waiting for Sandstorm to grab maybe a downlight, a neutral air, send him his way so that the combo can start and they can finish off the stock and move on in loser's bracket, but Diakou is holding on for dear life. Jumps over that top platform, nice pogo stick, every bit of damage counts. If he can get something and run away, another nair, no punish. There's the cider from Ethan, but they haven't started anything off, but there's the combo starter. No, another downlight, missed. Diakou still holding on.
Man, his movement has been absolutely stellar. There he is getting some damage on both Ethan and Sandstorm. It seems like Sandstorm has been his main target. That is the one in the front.
Okay.
Team combo. Oh, just outside. Daikou's still alive.
Diakou holds on, but another combo like that they might not even need to use both their players. Dive kick goes to the ground, but he has to. I get it. He was putting himself at a risk. The recovery connects, but Diakou needs to be able to get one of these stocks to have that 1v1 because it's going to make it so much easier for him. He has Sandstorm off the side of the stage. Neutral connects, no nair into Ethan, but Ethan's being very careful. The ground pound goes off the down air. Diakou tries to go for that ground pound. Sandstorm off the side of the stage. Can he stare him, nair him or something? Sandstorm runs for his life. Ethan off the side of the stage, but no dare. Okay, they're stacked. Ethan on the bottom. No down air connects. He just goes for the side of the stage. Sidelight into recovery. Gets it. Ethan and Sandstorm take out Dobrein and Diakou 3-0 and move on to fight. Cody Travis and Diakou make it look like their losers finals dreams alive.